Hi, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I'm the owner of the trustisyou.com in a podcast called Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. Next Tuesday, November 14th at 4 p.m., I'm going to go live on Zoom to do my monthly meeting where I'm going to go over all my slide decks and then open it up for a Q&A because so few people have ever heard of the Spendthrift Trust. It is legal, copywritten, and in the IRS Tax Code 643B. It's going to save you in 4 very distinct ways. You need to know this. Number 1, it's going to save you federal taxes year after year, generation after generation. Who doesn't want to save federal taxes? Great question. Number 2, it's going to keep your information 100% private. Unfortunately, there's a false rumor out there that your LLC, S Corp, or C Corp does this. No, 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 no. I can write a Freedom of Information letter to your Secretary of State or your Corporation Commission with a stamp enclosed envelope, and they will send me all the information: your name, your address, your phone number, your email address, whatever you put with this with the Department of Secretary of State or Corporation Commission. Number 3, I can't stop you from being sued, but old adage from Nelson Rockefeller: own nothing, control everything. You, the individual, are worth nothing. It becomes a frivolous lawsuit. Everything's in the trust. It's a titanium vault, and they can't get to it. This is a little bit of an older story. Some of you might be too young to remember this, but O.J. Simpson was acquitted for killing his wife and Ron Goldman. The Goldman family sued O.J. the individual for $135 million. O.J. has the Spendthrift Trust. All his football memorabilia, he was an actor, he had commercials, all his money is in the trust. That $135 million lawsuit went away. 6 years ago, OJ was a little bit crazy. He broke into a Las Vegas hotel room. He went to jail, served his time. Again, the individual went to jail. It didn't affect anything inside the trust. He still gets to golf 3 times a week down in Florida. Lucky OJ. And then, so that's lawsuits. So you're going to save federal taxes, keep your information private. You won't pay any judgments if you get sued. And number 4, you will not have to do the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act that starts January 1st of 2024, coming from the Department of Treasury. This is a crazy law. If you are a current doing business as LLC or S Corp, you have until January 1st of 2015 to do the paperwork for the Department of Treasury. If you start a new LLC, S Corp, or doing business as in 2024, you have 30 days to do the paperwork. Yes, 30 days or be fined $10,000 or 2 years in jail or both. Yikes. If you do the paperwork incorrectly, they come back and say, this was done incorrectly. We need more information. They can charge you $500 per day. This is crazy. It's going to affect so many people, so many businesses in the United States because they're going to get fined so much money. Again, with either the business trust or the beneficial trust, you will not have to do the paperwork for the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act. That alone should save you so much money. When I started the trust back in September of 2020, I started the business trust and the beneficial trust. The business trust is for U.S. business owners, 1099 income earners. The beneficial trust is for all investors. As an investor, you will stop paying capital gains, hence the title of my podcast. I got in trouble with paying capital gains. You'll stop paying interest income, dividend income, rental income, and royalties. When I started the trust, I moved 6 LLCs. I took the properties. I had 12 notes. I moved those 12 notes into the trust. It did take about 2 months because the servicer had to contact the 12 different homes and tell them the information. There's a timeline they had to deal with. Again, I still have those 12 performing notes, but it took a few months. But if I didn't have this trust, I would have to do 6 different groups of paperwork for the Department of Treasury for each one of my LLCs I had in Arizona. That's a lot of paperwork. So again, this is why I'm trying to get the word out to as many people here in the United States about the Spendthrift Trust. Save federal taxes, keep your information private, pay no judgments if you get sued, and do not have to file the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act. Now, this is one of my favorite little things. The gentleman here found me on YouTube. He saw one of my videos. He contacted me. He is in Ohio. He has 4 sub shops in Ohio. I won't say which chain, but he's a franchisee. He's married. He's at 22% tax rate, and he and his wife will be saving at 70%, almost over $44,580. That's at 70%. When he starts to take deductibles, he'll get up to 90 to 95% savings every single year. What can he do with this money? He can pay off his mortgage. He can open up a 5th sub shop if he wants to. He can pay off his kids' student loans. That was one of the conversations we had. He can take his wife on a wonderful vacation. It's his money to do with what he wants. Now think of this. He and his wife are in their 40s. If they do this, they have the sub shops for another 10 years, they're going to save over $445,000 in federal taxes at least every single year. This trust comes from England way back when King Henry VIII started the Church of England. Yes, the same king that got in trouble for chopping off his wives' heads. This is contract law that came to the United States while we were still a colony. The law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that turned 350 years old in 2023. Please come November 14th at 4 p.m. East Coast time to be on my live Zoom, where I'm going to go over my entire slide deck, show you some clients and my personal story, and then open it for Q&A. If I can help you before that date, before November 14th, you can always make an appointment with me at www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. I want to help as many U.S. business owners, 1099 income earners, and investors save as much in taxes as they can. If I can do this, if the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, the Kennedys, and yes, O.J. Simpson and Donald Trump can do this, why can't you do that? Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day. Take care.